Hello and welcome to day number 13 of the 30-day yoga challenge. Today it is all about our midsection. So the core, we're gonna twist, we're gonna engage the core, we're gonna fire up the core, and we also have some stretching exercises in the end of the practice. You don't need anything other than a wall space somewhere near you. If you don't have a wall, you can also take a block or a bolster. And if you don't have any of these, you can also do, I'm going to show you options to do this without any props. Other than that, you just need the yoga mat and your 30-day yoga challenge. If you don't have it and if you want it, all the flows we do in this YouTube challenge are drawn in the 30-day yoga challenge with yoga stick figures. I'm gonna put the link in the description here. If you don't have the 30-day yoga challenge, just grab a notebook, because after the check-in, we're gonna make some notes. If you're ready, come into a seated position of your choice. Close your eyes. Notice your breath coming in and out through the nose. Check in with your body. Where do you feel tension or maybe pain or discomfort? And what body parts do feel good, at ease? And there are maybe some body parts that feel neutral, that you don't even recognize. Maybe the space underneath your nose, or the inside of your right elbow. Sometimes we have tension or pain in our body and it gets so big that all other parts that feel good or neutral become almost silent, because that one body part is so loud because you feel the tension or the pain. So let's give a voice to the body parts that feel good or neutral. Gently open up your eyes. Now it's the time to make your cross in the 30-day yoga challenge on day number 13. Decide how's your energy, how's your mood, and how much do you feel connected with the present moment. Those of you who have the 30-day yoga challenge already know how to do this. If you don't have it, grab your notebook and journal about your energy and your mood and how much you feel connected with the present moment or your higher self if you're a little more spiritual. And we do this every day to see that every day is different, and only because today is my energy low, it doesn't mean that my energy tomorrow can't be high, or we are the world, our body, our feelings, our emotions, everything changes all the time. And that's normal. And that's, with this challenge, we are able to recognize this. So when you did your crosses and you made your notes in your notebook, come to the top of the mat. Come into a forward fold. You can bend your knees generously because it's the start of the practice and it just feels better to bend the knees. Grab the opposite elbows. Let your head hang loose here. You can also place your torso on top of your thighs. And then slowly release the arms, bring the fingertips to the floor. Reach the left arm up to the ceiling, just as much as it feels good. If this doesn't feel good, you can also bend the elbow. This is how you can open the shoulder a little more and then extend the arm. It should feel a little nicer. Then bend into the right leg and bring the left foot. Oh, no, it's actually the other way around. It's the right foot that steps to the back of the mat. So it's a twist. Of course, we said we're gonna twist. So the left leg is now in front of you and the right leg is back. The right hand is on the floor and the left arm points to the ceiling. Lower the right knee all the way down to the floor. Maybe open up a little more here. You can even bring the left arm to the back of the room. And then bring the left hand back to the floor. Step the left foot to meet the right for downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Bend one knee after the other. Make yourself comfortable in this first down dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, bend the knees. And now you can choose whether you want to jump or maybe you just walk between your hands. Lift the chest halfway up. This time, keep your left fingertips on the floor and reach the right arm up. Again, here you can bend the elbow first, the right elbow first, and then extend the left arm. Put the left foot to the back of the mat for this revolved crescent lunge, and lower the left knee to the floor. Bring the right arm behind you. Look behind you. Bring the right hand next to the left hand. Step the right foot back for downward facing dog. Again, here you have a couple of options. Bend one knee after the other. You can also bring the heels to one side and then move them to the other side for another nice stretch in the calves and the legs. Come back to center. Again, inhale, look between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees. Walk, step, or jump between your hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Bring the big toes together. Bend the knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Stay low with your butt for chair pose. Draw the navel to the spine. Lengthen the tailbone to the floor. chest up. So this feels contrary, and it is. So this is why this pose is so hard, because it is strengthening and stretching at the same time. Then slowly lower your butt all the way down to the floor. You can lift your heels off, and then either use your hands or no hands at all. Sit back onto your butt, lift your legs off the floor for Navasana boat pose. So boat pose, press your inner thighs together, lengthen the spine as much as you can. Now you feel this pose is getting harder. I'm even shaking. It's only Navasana, but it's a hard pose. Draw the navel to the spine, lengthen and release. Lay down onto your back. Bring your legs into tabletop position. Form a right angle with your legs. We're gonna go for toe taps. First, draw your navel to the spine. Press your low back to the floor. Stay like this the whole time. Now tap with your right big toe mount the floor, but keep the right angle in your leg. Now do this on the other side and always keep this right angle. Don't change the form of your legs. We're gonna do this 10 times on each leg. The arms can be just along your the sides of your waist, or I like to bring them up. I don't know why. Just feels a little more relaxed, probably, when doing core exercises. When you go down, really engage the core, like push the navel to the spine, or pull the navel to the spine even more. So you really should feel this exercise in your core and not only in your legs. And you only feel it if you really engage the core as much as you can. So one more on each side. 1 and 1 and release. You already made it through the core exercises. Now it's only stretching. Bring the knees to your chest. A couple of options here. Rock from side to side. This is just a nice massage for the low back. You can circle both of your knees in one way and then the other direction. Or you can circle the legs individually in the hip joint. That's a nice exercise for the hips. Also go to the other direction. Release, place both feet to the floor, cross the right ankle over the left knee, pull the left leg in, grab the left thigh and pull it closer to you. Try to keep your head on the floor. Flex the right foot and press the right knee away from you. That's how you intensify this pose. Focus on your breathing. This is reclined figure 4 pose. I noticed that oftentimes I don't use the pose names, because when I did my teacher training, we learned to cue poses without naming the poses. And sometimes it's a great way to cue, of course, but it's also good to name the poses from time to time, because as a yoga student, that will also help you to understand the poses a little more, because this is reclined figure 4, and we have also standing figure 4, and we have figure 4 in down dog, and then you kind of begin to understand the whole system if you know the pose names as well. So release the figure 4 pose and do it on the other side. Cross the left ankle over the right knee, pull the right knee in, grab the back side of your right thigh, flex the left foot, push the left knee away from you as you pull the right leg a little closer towards you. Now you should feel a nice stretch in the left outer hip. And focus on your breathing. In and out through the nose. Relax the head, relax the upper body. And then release the hold, release the legs. Our last pose is legs up the wall. So if you have a wall space, I'm going to show you that in a second. If you don't have a wall space but you have a block, you can put the block underneath your sacrum and reach your legs up. So this will help you to give you a little tilt here in the pelvis, and it just feels like so much easier than if you would do it just here. So this is so much harder also, because most of us are not so flexible. So this is a lot of, you need a lot of strength to do this. But if you take a block or bolster underneath your sacrum, it's much easier. Or if you have a wall space, this is the most comfortable way to do legs up the wall. And if you do have a bolster, you can do it without a bolster, but if you do have one, I recommend doing it with a bolster. So you place the bolster close to the wall, you bring your legs all the way up, you can relax your legs into the wall, your arms are next to your upper body, close your eyes and release everything. Let go of your belly muscles. They worked enough today. Release the shoulders, the head, all of your muscles in your face. And feel the change of the energy. Because now this pose, all the blood flows into the head. So this is definitely a shift of the energy. And if you don't do inversions all the time, this can feel different or maybe even challenging. If you feel that it is too much, feel free to come out of the pose anytime. And then slowly come out of the pose. There are different ways to come out of the pose. I just like to bend my knees and then roll to the side and press myself back up. You can, of course, if this is a nice pose for you, stay there for a little longer. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. This was already day number 13. If you like this practice, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That will help me to create more YouTube content for you. Plus, if you want to participate in this month giveaway, also comment on one of the videos, and you automatically take part in this giveaway. And other than that, I don't have anything to say. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so grateful for you being here, and we see each other in the next video, day number 14.